Hey everybody, Matty here with Altcoin Buzz. Happy Saturday and bon weekend. Today we are taking a deep dive by popular request and demand into Cardano, which was founded by Ethereum's initial core member Charles Hoskinson. Now Cardano has seen brighter days, though it started out with great promise and at one point had a market cap of almost $32 billion and did cost at one point over $1.20. As we all know, with the market going down and constant delays in the project, it now stands at just over $1.1 billion total market cap. But let's not hold that against Cardano because much of the other projects in this space also suffered a similar fate. We do see, however, a lot of promise in Cardano, and we're going to talk about what it is we're excited about moving forward. As the new decade kicks off, i.e. the 2020s, cryptocurrency ADA witnessed a 12.8% price pump, and it has finally broken its year-long bearish trend. And currently, ADA is riding the wave of Cardano popularity. Additionally, it's turned out to be a much more promising blockchain project than some would have expected. That's because it assures to solve the scalability snag of blockchain networks. We'll have a look at Cardano in depth. Let's first take a look at the markets here on coinmarketcap.com. We are about where we were yesterday at this time, $245.5 billion total market cap. We're still flirting with that $9,000 resistance point right now for Bitcoin, but we haven't been able to smash through it just yet. Bitcoin currently $8,926. It is up 1% on the day, but as you can see, you have a lot of other altcoins that seem to be soaking up most of the money that's entering into this space, including just noticeably here, Bitcoin Cash at number 4 up almost 9% on the day, and Stellar up over 12% on the day. Bitcoin dominance right now, therefore, is decreasing. It is at 66% flat. And before now we launch full steam ahead into talk of Cardano, I want to mention that we're going to be giving away the Crypto Tag Zeus starter kit tomorrow, January 19th, because this is perhaps going to be a longer, more in-depth video. So stay tuned. Tomorrow's video, January 19th, that's when we're giving away our Crypto Tag Zeus starter kit. Hey, it gives you one more day to enter. Make sure you're subscribed, comment on a video, and you could be the winner. Stay tuned as well to the end of this video to learn how you can vote on our next deep dive into an altcoin project. All right, here on blockgeeks.com, let's start from the top. What is Cardano in a nutshell? Well, Cardano is home to the ADA cryptocurrency, which can be used to send and receive digital funds. This digital cash represents the future of money, making possible fast, direct transfers that are guaranteed to be secure through the use of cryptography. The website describes 3 distinct generations of blockchain, the first being Generation 1, which comprised of Bitcoin and money transfer. The second being Generation 2, of course, Ethereum and smart contracts was the natural evolution. But now in Generation 3, we're talking about Cardano. Charles Hoskinson, the founder of Cardano, knew that the blockchain needed to evolve even more. He took the positive elements from the first 2 generations of blockchain and added some elements of his own. And what came out from that was Cardano. The 3 elements that Cardano wanted to solve were number 1, scalability, number 2, interoperability, and number 3, sustainability. Cardano is unique in the sense that it is built on a scientific philosophy and peer-reviewed academic research. All the engineering that goes into it has the ultimate goal of being, quote, high assurance code, and this is done to make sure that there is much higher belief in the quality of the code used. And this, according to Charles Hoskinson, will prevent future cases like the Ethereum classic split from happening. Here now are the 3 elements that Cardano is trying to solve. At number 1, you have scalability. And when people say scalability, they invariably think of transactions processed per second or throughput. However, according to Hoskinson, that's just part of the problem. And total scalability is a 3-headed hydra, so to speak. One needs to take care of the 3 separate elements, those being transactions per second and throughput, network, and data scaling. The second major problem that Cardano is aiming to solve at number 2 is interoperability. The long and short of interoperability is, as Charles Hoskinson puts it, there won't be one token to rule them all. And the problem lies in the fact that it's extremely difficult for these individual entities, these different projects, to communicate with one another across the blockchain landscape. It is tough for Bitcoin to know what's going on in Ethereum and vice versa. And this becomes doubly difficult when banks try to communicate with cryptos. And finally, issue number 3 is sustainability. According to Hoskinson, this is hands down the toughest one to solve. It basically means, how is Cardano planning to pay for its future development and growth? Usually, when some development needs to be done in the system and grants are required, there are a couple of things that can happen. You have either patronage or ICOs. Cardano, however, introduces the idea of a treasury. Every time a block is added to the chain, a part of that block reward will be added to the treasury. So if someone wants to develop and bring some changes to the ecosystem, they submit a ballot to the treasury to ask for grants. And the stakeholders of the Cardano ecosystem then vote and decide if the ballot should be granted or not. You've got to give it to Cardano. They are excellent when it comes to their engagement with the community. And it's for that reason that we know there is a lot happening behind the scenes when it comes to this project. And here on today, Cardano ADA named one of the most undervalued cryptocurrencies by Weiss Crypto Ratings. So Weiss Crypto Ratings, a crypto division of the eponymous financial ratings company, recently put Cardano in the spotlight by naming it one of the, quote, most deeply undervalued digital assets. And it states that the price of ADA doesn't reflect the project's fundamentals. However, the agency failed to elaborate on the rationale behind their bullish call. Here's what @Weiss Crypto said in a tweet exactly a month ago. Quote, Cardano is easily one of the most undervalued crypto assets on the market. Its price doesn't reflect its fundamentals. Hashtag cryptocurrency, ADA, altcoins, and Cardano. And it seems like they have a soft spot for Cardano because Weiss concluded back in November that Cardano was vastly superior to EOS. Weiss also praised Cardano for thoroughly researching and testing new features before they get rolled out. Here's a tweet from November of last year. Here's why Cardano is superior. None of these things would have happened if EOS took its time and did its research. When new features roll out in Cardano, they're thoroughly tested, so you can be sure they'll work with no unintended consequences. Here on newslogical.com, crypto analyst Matty Greenspan believes IOTA and Cardano are about 2 years away from their goals. Tweeting his thoughts about a week ago on ADA and IOTA, Matty Greenspan said both are largely under construction at this time. Check back in about a year or two. And Cardano is regarded as one of the interesting projects within the blockchain ecosystem. And it's seen by many as one of the top projects in the crypto space, despite the delays in the launch of its highly anticipated Shelley testnet. Cardano is developing one of the best and most highly scalable blockchains in the industry. 2019 was majorly a year where the platform made immense developments to its blockchain tech. Partnerships have also very much been on Cardano's radar. For example, sportswear giants New Balance agreed to a strategic partnership with the blockchain, and African nation Ethiopia also signed an MOU, a memorandum of understanding, with Cardano to develop a new digital currency for the country. Here now is likely what many of you have been waiting for. We're talking about price predictions on CaptainAltcoin.com. Cardano ADA price prediction 2020, 25, 2030, and beyond. Future forecast for ADA price. Now, some of these price predictions are contingent on the Shelley mainnet that we've talked about, and that's the second phase of the Cardano roadmap that will help make its blockchain actually decentralized. You can also read about that here on finance.yahoo.com. Cardano pushes latest Shelley development, over 5 billion ADA staked. But ADA is currently in Byron, which is the bootstrap phase, where they are making improvements and debugging the code. Shelley itself will consist of 3 main functions. Number 1, incentives. Provide stakeholders with monetary incentives to ensure that the system runs smoothly. Number 2, delegation. Allows stakeholders to delegate their right and obligation to sign blocks to a third party. And number 3, networking. Provides network infrastructure to support decentralization. So just keep in mind that the Shelley mainnet is not something that's been successfully rolled out just yet. However, some of these predictions, I believe, assume that that will be successfully done at some point in the near future. Is it possible, first of all, for Cardano to reach $1, $10, or maybe $100? Well, reaching $1 is in the realm of possibility, especially if we know ADA already was on those highs back in 2017. Its all-time high is $1.33. However, getting to the $10 or even $100 is a lot less likely, and all you have to do is take a look at the numbers. For ADA to reach $10, it would mean it has to grow 125 times and have a market cap of $262 billion. If we assume that ADA BTC price ratio stays the same, that would mean Bitcoin would have to be $650,000 and have a market cap of 11.5 trillion. Not impossible, but not something that's going to happen tomorrow. Not quite. So with that being said, let's have a look at what some different people have to say about the future price of ADA. Forecasting machine wallet investor spews out a very optimistic future price for Cardano. In the last month of the year, so December of 2020, Cardano price will be about 28 cents according to their estimation. And since Cardano currently sits at about 4.5 cents, that would be approximately a 6-fold increase. Crypto Ground has a much more modest prediction. It's calling for 6 cents by the end of the year. So that would only really be about a 50% increase from where it sits right now. Crypto Town is a website which gives technical analysis for short and long-term predictions for various cryptocurrencies. And according to them, Cardano will increase by about 200% in 2020. Looking further ahead to the year 2023 and beyond, if all goes well as far as Cardano's current roadmap, so if they progress properly and appropriately through Shelley and Goguen, if they hit the ground running, 88 might see an all-time high value from 2017 again, meaning it could go above $1. And now for 2025 and beyond, Cardano price prediction, provided it's still alive, 88 could be dominating the dApps platform sector in cryptocurrencies. It's hard to put a number behind it, but it certainly is plausible that it reaches $5 to $10. And this is probably some of the worst predicting I've ever seen because there's really no numbers behind it. There's no justification. It's just a short blurb. Similarly to 2030, if the platform is actually functioning, Cardano could be dominating the dApps platform sector in cryptocurrencies. Hard to put a number behind it, but it is certainly plausible that it reaches $10 plus per token. Based on what? I think some of the earlier predictions were okay, but this is just ludicrous. As always, take all of these with a grain of salt. We are not suggesting investment advice in any way, shape, or form to you. These are just some thoughts and opinions that are out there floating on the wavelengths of the internet. As I mentioned, if you'd like to learn more about the Shelley mainnet development, check out this article on finance.yahoo.com. We'll link to that in the description below. And on newslogical.com, they're covering the fact that Ethereum 2.0 may soon be first to implement sharding ahead of Cardano. That's what a certain crypto rating says. We'll also link to this in the description. On heraldsheets.com, you have more details about Cardano's Shelley incentivized testnet. And here on ambcrypto.com, Cardano's development arm IOHK releases Jormungandr 0.8.6 version. Hackermoon.com for a comprehensive guide about all that is happening with Cardano, all that's going on in the space. Check out this article. It's a bit of a lengthy one, but a good, thorough guide to everything that the project is all about, as well as their future ambitions. Again, on newslogical.com, you should beware Cardano's Yoroi wallet website is being faked by scammers, so be prudent and be alert as always out there in the space. And finally here on altcoinbuzz.io, looking forward in 2020, all the things that we can be excited about as far as the Cardano ecosystem in the year 2020, in this first year of the new decade of the Roaring 20s. Article by Deepika. Well, that about wraps it up for today, everybody. Do be sure you're following us on all the regular social media channels and keep checking back into altcoinbuzz.io. Let us know what you think about Cardano in the comments below, and check out the community section of our YouTube landing page where you can vote on what you would like us to cover next as far as an altcoin deep dive. Last time I checked, I believe VeChain was in the lead with 40% of the votes. Hey guys, if you like this video, go ahead, like, subscribe, share, and hit the bell to receive notifications. Don't forget, we are doing our giveaway of a Crypto Tag Zeus starter kit tomorrow on Sunday, January 19th. Make sure you like all videos between both giveaways, so this upcoming one and the last one. Make sure you're subscribed to Altcoin Buzz, and make sure you comment on a video, because that's how we determine the winner. We first select a video at random, and then we select a comment at random. Have a great Saturday, everybody. Best of luck, of course, if you choose to invest. And as always, we do hope to see you again soon in our next video. Take care.